Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing a massive silver giveaway. You do not want to miss out on this opportunity. It's one of my biggest, most valuable silver giveaways, and trust me, the winner will be a very lucky person. Links in the description or check out my last video. But trust me, you definitely don't want to miss this video either. We got some important stuff to cover. This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to my channel. So I definitely think it's safe to say that silver is sitting pretty, up to $24.57, but gold is also up. Gold's sitting at $1,856. Actually, precious metals across the board are in the green, platinum and palladium as well. So we got some very bullish stuff to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the daily chart may look like this, but also the monthly chart may look like this. And we have a forecast we're going to be going over as well. Before though, I got to shout out my Slayer Elite members. These people are awesome. This is my exclusive membership. You have channel badges, you have members only giveaways, which we'll talk about in a second, and many more things, right? There's just a lot. There's a lot to this. It's a very personal way to support the channel and just stick out. So I gotta shout out Frank Park, Chris Mosbach, Rafael Davila, Frank Servini, Native Stacker, Daniel Pashenko, Cohen, Mahan, Jeff Taylor, Memento Mint, Lauren, Brandon Moore, Richard Botsford, Chris DeFree, Frank Chihio, Plumber Stacker, Mark Smith, and James McDaniel. There are a lot of ways to make money, right? These people are smart because when I do my 34,000 subscriber giveaway for my members only giveaway, I'm giving away a 2012 Lunar Series 2 BU Dragon. You're the Dragon, one of the most sought after coins in the silver stacking world. I'm giving one away, and these people have a 1 out of 22 chance of winning because I have 22 members. So the odds are pretty high in their favor of winning a very sought after coin. If you also want to join, click that join button next to the subscribe button. Now let's jump into the video. I mean, this is crazy. Where are we heading? Look at the first leg, which, where we're at right now. The second leg could go up to 50. They're talking about the third leg would be around 80, and the fourth leg beyond $100. Now, what's the time frame on that? We're going to go over all that. Remember, that doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? I mean, realistically, I don't think we're going to see $100 silver for a couple of years, and if it did hit next year, I don't think it would last. That's me being realistic. I don't want to mislead my audience. I don't want to have you guys, having false hope. But I mean, if you want to talk about crazy silver prices, we're definitely living in crazy times. So anything is open. So here's the silver chart book. The silver perma bull. Being biased is not useful for objective chart analysis. But in the case of silver, we continue to be extremely bullish in the mid to long term. You see how they said mid to long term and they didn't say the short term? And that's because there's so much uncertainty. There's a lot of unstable prices because the economy's unstable. There's a lot of volatility, which is also risky. Even 3-digit numbers for silver are possible in the long term. And that's why I said if it does hit in, over the next year, I don't think it would last very long. But in the next 3-5 years, $100 silver is definitely possible, and it's looking more and more day by day that the odds are, it's more than likely. So since we know that $100 silver is on the horizon, and it's more than likely, then we should be eating up $24 silver. Imagine when it is $100. We look back on these times, we're going to be wishing we could time travel back to, these days and buy silver for $24 an ounce. It's almost like we're time traveling. It's like we know what the price is going to be, but we still have this unique advantage. Most investors, they miss out, right? Because they don't see it yet. Most people saw $18,000 Bitcoin and said, man, I wish I could have bought it 6 months ago when it was $5,000 or $2,000. Imagine being at the $2,000 Bitcoin range and already knowing it's going to be $18,000, so you buy more of it. That's the position we're in right now, folks. So, as experienced traders, you rarely want to take an extreme position. Being biased isn't useful for objective chart analysis. Many dare to do anyhow, since no one remembers you making a bad sell or a bad call 15 years ago. But if you were right, you can quote, "I told you so," and silver stackers will get the last laugh. I can guarantee that. The other side of the coin is that trend needs to be identified early and then played just right, since there is no grander edge than directional momentum. And that's what I was telling you guys. You got to be on your A game. Now more than ever, there's going to be some critical moves. It's like a chessboard. There's going to be some critical moves that need to be played exactly right. Now, silver is very flexible. There's a lot of gray area because it has intrinsic value. It holds its value within itself. So regardless if you just buy silver and hold it, you're still going to be playing a very smart, profitable position, where as something like stocks, it's definitely more, a numbers game, more analytical. Silver, you can just buy it, hold it for 20 years, and then sell it, right? But there still is a lot of I guess focus that needs to be in these markets, and that's why you can watch my channel, right? I post daily videos. Just tune in 10-15 minutes a day, watch my video, and you'll get your daily dose that you need. So we aren't after fame and glory. Midas Touch provides data as accurately as possible, supporting good wealth preservation and wealth creation. We provided many principles about data about silver over the last 2 years to shed light on a possible bull run in silver. It was spot on to advise entries in March when silver was trading at $12. And that was blatantly obvious. Anyone who's saying that $10, $11 is too high, or that's its actual value, is crazy. I can't fathom how much silver, or how useful silver is in the industrial world. And to think that it's $12 and it's, and that's overvalued, it's crazy. That was obviously an extreme minimalization of silver's true value. So I hope you guys took advantage of that. We also provided readers with quite a few more low-risk entries. These are to build a long-term position with remainder runners and for the long-term hold. I mean, and look at this weekly chart second leg. This second leg, we're talking about $44 silver, right? We're talking about the second leg being astronomical, and that's going into the year 2021. Silver and US dollar weekly chart as of December 10th, 2020. Now that we have the first successful leg with substantial profit taking completed, we find a high likelihood for continuation into a possible second leg. After a sideways zone from September this year, we see progression from the lows of the sideways channel through its range. After that, a possible initiation through a breakout of its upper bounds into a second leg. Our projections are extremely conservative, since typically second legs are the longest legs, and as such, doubling on price here is more than likely. So they're even saying they're conservative on this, and doubling a price is more than likely. That's definitely a lot more. I mean, silver jumped like 162% from March until August. Like, this stuff, it's almost too obvious it's too ironic to be ironic, and it's too obvious to ignore the signs. Anyone who's trying to overlook it or underlook it, you're just missing the complete point. Sometimes you got to step back and look at the bigger picture. It isn't quite clear how the painted scenario of much higher silver prices, as well as much higher quotations for the silver trust and Sprott physical silver, will unfold from a small time frame perspective. And that's what I was saying. There's a lot of different scenarios that are just unknown yet. The unknown variable is extremely important to take in consideration, folks. But regardless of what scenarios play out, it still is all going to look bullish for silver. Silver's still going to come out on top. Whether scenario A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P plays out, silver is still going to come out on top. And you can't argue that. I can give you 100 reasons why silver is extremely valuable over the next 3-5 years. I can give you 100 reasons why stocks will not be valuable over the next 3-5 years. So this, that, or the other entries will be posted in their Telegram in real time. The emphasis here is that the general probability, it points from a seasonality perspective to typically higher prices in December, January for this commodity. Typical year-end hiccups, especially this year, cannot distract the professional from the larger picture. And that's what I'm talking about. You cannot get distracted in all the drama, all the chaos, all the bickering, right? The FUD, which stands for fear, uncertainty, doubt, all the rumors, lies, myths. Don't get caught up in that. Mainstream media is going to love for you to get caught up in that because they want you to second guess. They want you to hesitate because they want you investing in the things that are pegged to the dollar. Because once you invest in the silver, you have taken complete control of your own wealth. You took the power away from them. So look at this. We're talking about, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, above $100 silver. We're thinking in extremes. To start making sense is not limiting projections. If reasonable, substantiated factors speak from or for extended moves, these can have beyond the typical three-legged extensions, a fourth and a fifth leg as well. Here, it is important to add the technical tools to fundamental analysis. So, and this is a good point right here. One fundamental fact about silver, easily overlooked, is its rarity in comparison versus other precious metals in terms of loss. What they mean by loss is that in terms of weight, there's about twice as much mined silver bullion in the world than gold, but the rate of loss due to industrial use is much grander than gold. Think about, and I've been talking about this for a long time on this channel. People don't understand this, and it is kind of tricky to explain for people to grasp. So gold, okay, so even if the gold to silver ratio coming out of the ground is 8 to 1, 10 to 1, you could even say 16 to 1, which is not that high, but let's say 8 to 1. Even if the ratio is 8 to 1 coming out of the ground, 8 times more silver is coming out of the ground, right? But think about this. The gold that's coming out of the ground gets recycled, remelted, reused, rescrapped, because gold is used more for coins, bars, jewelry, necklaces, earrings, rings. And people will pawn that stuff when they're done using it because it's profitable to do so. Heck, people even mine gold out of laptops, and cell phones because it's profitable to do so. Taking 2-3 hours a day to scrap gold out of laptops can give you a pretty penny. But with silver, you'll get what, like $1.50, $2 if you're lucky. It's not profitable to do so, so no one's scrapping the silver out of laptops or cell phones. And silver is used in industrial applications mainly, so most silver is thrown away. So the recirculating supply of gold is very high, but the recirculating supply of silver is very low. Most silver that gets dug up is getting lost. So yes, it comes out of the ground 8 to 1, but the ratio is actually much smaller if you think about how much the recirculation supply of gold, or recirculating supply of gold is compared to silver. So here's silver, the permabull. You can call what you like when it comes up, or when it comes down to it, taking lower risk trades. If you can do so in the direction of a trend, even better. After silver broke multi-year sideways range to the upside, a new long-term phase for silver has been confirmed. With a trend on your side in alignment with fundamentals that are substantially supporting, especially physical silver long-term holds, you can not only preserve your wealth, but also expand your wealth too. An opportunity that arises rarely and might be suitable for a perma bull. Think about this. We are in a very lucky position here, ladies and gentlemen. I have been talking about silver for a very, very long time on this channel. And there's a reason for that. You probably have been watching my videos, hopefully, for a while now. And there's a reason for that. A lot of people have called me crazy. A lot of people probably called you crazy. But whatever they say doesn't matter because we're the ones that are investing, that are transferring our fake money, our depleting money into something that holds its value. And not only does it hold its value, but there's potential for that asset to grow and to blossom. Most people that invest, they're gambling. It's gambling. Investing is supposed to be investing into that project, investing into that idea for the long term. Gambling is right there, instantaneously throwing your money on the table, hoping that it sticks, but the odds are usually 50-50 or unfair 30-70. Investing is not gambling. Investing is looking at the road ahead, and you're investing into that idea as it appreciates. People don't know how to differentiate gambling from investing. When people hear this new stock that comes out, or even crypto, they just throw money in it and hoping that that company stays afloat or hoping that company hits. That's gambling. Silver is so far from that because we see the picture, we see where the dollar's headed, we see everything, and it's so blatantly obvious that you can't deny it. But people have this gambling perspective. So of course, when they see something like silver, they want instant gratification. They don't want to wait 5, 10, 15 years to get their money. They want to gamble it now and then wonder why they're always in the red or wonder why they're not making much. Silver stackers will always get the last laugh. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to check out the third article, it's just a short summary. There's a video as well talking about, silver for the short term, which isn't as I guess vital to know right now for me or for you. So I do hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, go enter that giveaway. It's a massive giveaway. If you're a member, you have a 1 out of 22 chance of winning a very expensive, very sought after coin in the silver stacking world. So click the join button. It's $4.99 a month. You get a lot of other stuff as well. It comes along with that. Follow me on Instagram. I've been following everyone back. I've been talking to people all day. You can share pictures of your silver stack, ask me questions. It's a great way to engage with you guys to another level that I can't do on YouTube, right? YouTube, you can't send pictures to each other, and you can't show me which coins you have or what your stack looks like. You can't do that on YouTube. So Instagram is a great way to engage as well. So I'm grateful right now for all the support on this channel. I'm going to keep working daily, busting my butt to make the best quality content possible. Like I always say, I'm striving to innovate the precious metals world like we've never seen before. I have a lot of ideas and a lot of things in mind, and I hope you are here to take on this journey with me. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.